young man go. Just Andre Horton's story overall. Welcome to the people on Bolo VNR Tips and Bolo VNR 2.0. Just Andre Horton's. Just Andre Horton's. Just Andre Horton's story. Um, you know, Andre Horton came from humble beginnings. His father literally cried on the day that he was nominated to know that where they are coming from. And, the PMP under Mark Jefferson Golding's leadership, understanding the value that they have in a doctor. Let me give him his correct title. Young man is brilliant. Dr. Andre Horton. And, somebody just text me and ask me if I'm in a rest. Big up yourself, my brother, if y'all listen. Yo, when me have the time, I just do what me have to do, yeah, man. People watch the replay, and usually I am up. So, I was supposed to do this around 12 or 11 last night, but circumstances did not allow me to. So, I had to just follow my spirit. So here we are. Please remember to like and share the video, ladies and gentlemen. If I don't get this done now, I don't think I'm going to get it done. Friday is usually a very busy day, and I want to put this on record. So I want to say a big congratulations to Dr. Andre Horton. Huge congratulations. St. James, you dropped the ball. You honestly did. You honestly dropped the ball. So it says the PMP extends hearty congratulations to Dr. Andre Horton on being conferred with the position of professor at the University of the West Indies. Your achievement is the testimony to dedication, scholarship, and service to Jamaica. We celebrate this proud milestone with you. You understand? Excuse me. I learned a lot from Dr. Andre Horton just by, following the campaign and the messages that he actually put out on his social media pages, the interviews that he's done. I learned a lot about the financial history of Jamaica. Even when you think about FinSac, he gave me, I heard him on an interview giving reference to what actually caused FinSac. He has always told the facts and the truth about the situation. He has not sugarcoated it. Where there was some blame to extend even to the PMP, he did so. He's an honest individual, Dr. Andre Horton. That's my view of him, my assessment of his character. He's extremely hardworking, he's passionate, and he come from the people, the majority of the people, and he really wants to maximize the potential of the youth, the brilliant youth that are in certain spaces in our country that we wish they had more opportunity. You know what I mean? And so, being a politician, as I understand it, was not really what he wanted to do, I think. But, we need people like him in politics. Also, the other brother, the Rasta Bridget, he's also one of them as well. We need some new people in politics that come from the grassroots background. You understand? We need more of those people there. I would love to flood the parliament with them. The good ones, because there's bad and good in every facet of society. But I'm telling you, St. James, you guys dropped the ball, man. Andre Horton should have been in Parliament. Y'all dropped the ball. This man should have been an MP. No joke. You know, his vision for Jamaica, his vision for the economy, and just every facet of Jamaica, because good economy would mean we have good hospitals, good economy. How you doing, Larado? Blessings, good morning. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore your message. It just missed me because I was, you know, in my thought. A good economy doesn't just mean money in your pockets. A good economy is reflected in how well healthcare is, you know, the hospitals. A good economy reflects the education level in the actual country. And Dr. Andre Horton, in his brilliance, he really gets it, he really understands it, and I've always heard him come to the platforms with a holistic view and approach to solving the problems that we face in our country. And it's truly a damn shame that this young man is not an MP at this moment. Truly, truly sad. But you guys voted back for Marlon Malahoof. You guys voted back in Marlon Malahoof fourth. Somebody that is responsible for this law that we're going to talk about this morning, because we can't stop talking about it. This law where if you get caught with an imitation gun, you will get 15 years mandatory. An imitation gun is a broad language which could mean, I don't know, a water gun, a literal water gun, a board gun. 15 years in prison. You guys voted for that woman to go back into Parliament. It's a dark day in Jamaica. Anyway, I hope you guys don't mind the dark stream, you know. Alright, I hope you guys don't mind. Wow, that's not what I clicked on. What's going on here? You know what? I don't want to change topics. I just want to play this this portion here of last night's live stream. I need help. No. Oh, here we go. This is it. This is the portion I want to play. Alright. Here we go. Big up Panaja TV. Yes, here we go.
Rejuvenate your natural beauty.
Oh, and you know, big congratulations to Andre. I was watching the early part of the show in regards to his interview on TVJ Smile Jamaica, and I have to say, I said it in the chat, but you know, you can see that the man is very passionate about fashion and is that art and that creative space, and I really wish him all the best, and I'm glad that he has taken that back up, because you see, it's one thing in life, you know, and this is for everybody. You see, when you can find something that you're extremely passionate about and you live that passion, it's just everything. Your joy increases, you know, your life experience become amplified. You find that things start to just move in a more positive way for you. You know what I mean? Let me know if the fan is too loud, because the fan is sometimes like a whirlwind. Anyway, here we go.
You know, Jamaica, welcome back. Welcome back. Today, I celebrate Dr. Andre Horton.
Yes.
Today, I celebrate Dr. Andre Horton, who has... And let me play a song. I have to play this song, Jamaica, to celebrate him. Play this song, Jamaica, to celebrate Professor call him professor. Now he's the professor.
He's not only a doctor, he's now a professor. Come on, man, stop playing.
No worry, or the Caribbean's youngest prophet. No worry. No worry, no worry, no worry, no worry, no worry. No worry. Professor Harton.
Yes.
Are you aware that he's one of Jamaica's or the Caribbean's youngest professors?
Mm-hmm.
He has written many books, many publications. Today we were talking and I said, Dre, the man have almost 25 publications already. I'm going to put it in the WhatsApp channel.
People, when I tell you that Dr. Andre Harton is nothing short of brilliant, the man ideas, we really drop, no, St. James, wanna drop the ball, you know? Wanna really make the labor right, them buy on the out. Wanna really make the labor right, them put money in our pocket to vote against this brilliant young man. You guys could have had him all to yourself in fixing many of the problems in your community as an MP. Not just fixing the problems, but improving your living, your environs, you know, your future, present. Yo, may I tell you to say, yo, you guys really messed up. It is really sad, ladies and gentlemen, that this young man, this brilliant young man is not in parliament. My goodness.
I'm going to put it in the WhatsApp channel. Look how much Jamaica.
Sad, man, sad. Sad. This is the bitter part of it for me. Very
when he said
sad.
it to me today, he said, Dre, look at how much publication I have. I said, Prof, I can't call him that anymore. No. And he said, Dre, look here. Can we talk, you know? I'm putting it in the group right now. When you look at how much publications the man have, I said, mighty God. And only done West Central St. James.
Sad.
Only the one, the free liar. The free, we're not even there in the look here. If you go up on the WhatsApp channel, look there. The value of the US dollar, interest rate volatility, measuring sustainability, interaction between monetary policy, social entrepreneurship, exchange rate that, policy analysis, financial dollarization, the growth comparison, the overcoming. Watch it. All of them, some of them right. All of them, something them right. And you go and tell me, only did one Barabbas. So only keep Barabbas.
Yo, no. It sounds funny, you know, but you guys really chose the devils. You guys really chose the devils. The ones that did. You guys really chose the devils, yo. The witches and the warlocks over a young, honest virgin where really wants to transform Jamaica into such a powerful nation where productivity and ingenuity and I dare say invention, innovativeness is concerned. Man, damn boy. Woo.
Don't worry yourself, Professor.
Tough, man.
Don't worry yourself, Professor. They chose Mali Malahu. They chose Mali Malahu.
Sad.
But the people of Jamaica lost. Because a man like you should have been in the parliament to champion Jay.
Fox.
But you and I know Andre Harton. If you did just listen to me, what need? I told him, you know. I told him. And he said, boy, Dre. I said, call me, no, Dre. I told him, Professor Harton, there is a seat that you should take. And if he had taken that seat, he would be in the parliament today. But don't worry, Professor Harton. Nothing happens before it's time. Don't worry. Don't worry yourself, Professor Harton.
True.
Me I go work with you to get you in the parliament for 2030. Professor Harton, me going to say this to you. Hey, my ear. I got a great rasta in the parliament. I will get you there too. Yeah, what I said, Jamaica. I got a great Rasta who's kicking up storm in Parliament right now.
Yes.
I get a Rasta who is a vocal advocate in the Parliament.
No, listen. Big up Isat Buchanan. The man did not waste any time. When did you see the former MP of East Portland stand up in Parliament and advocate for Blue Lagoon and the people of East Portland? When did you ever see that? I dare say that Isaac Buchanan has done more in his short stint than that lady ever did. Oh, and trust me, we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around. I know it's early, but have some people in England and these places. Come on now, where you guys at? Like and share up the video, man. Like and share up the video.
So if I could do it for that Rasta, I can do it for you, Professor. Who agree, Jamaica? I will work with the Professor for the next election.
I agree. I don't think that next election will be long in Andre. I think that next election is coming up real soon. So gear up, my brother. Gear up. Alright, get ready. Be prepared for what is to come.
If I could get the Rasta who broke a vase, that vase not redeemable, Jamaica. Totally shattered. Shattered.
Oh my
Myself
God.
and others like Ishmael and Monique. God, hey, you know me not name the rest of it. No, Mama and Ishmael! Bolo!
Big up your team, big up Isaac team, big up Ishmael. Yo, me nah lie, me yes I should be at Egypt. Boy, hey, Isaac really, really do some damage to that the woman that whole psyche, man. But anyway, people, we have some sad news. 10 hours ago, police fatal shooting in Portmore following chase. Listen to this.
We had two incidents across St. Catherine North, St. Catherine South. The first incident took place in a community called Nollis, Bagua area, and the second is Rangeley this afternoon. Based on our investigations so far into the multi-victim shooting that took place in Commodore, it led police team this morning into the community of Norris, where the joint police military team was confronted by a man armed with an M68 rifle in that community, and subsequent to that, police took evasive action, and that weapon skilled that man was rushed to the hospital and later succumbed. In a follow-up and connected.
Oh, so the police them want to shoot out to that brother have an M16 in this area here of Portmore, was brought to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. That's what they're saying.
Operation. The police team intercepted a vehicle traveling along the Rangeley road with several persons aboard. The team was again confronted by a man who was also in that vehicle. I just want to say that the investigations into what took place in Commodore is ongoing, and there are still information that I cannot divulge. But just to say that these two incidents are connected to that investigation, and we will have several other operations, with the intent to try and arrest some of these persons who are involved in that gruesome and awful incident in Commodore.
I really want to believe in the police in Jamaica. I really do, But every time Andrew Owens come and I see and give up, put up a ransom, we see the police come out and tell us it's like the same playbook happening. When the massacre happened in Cherry Tree Lane, Andrew Owens came and said something to the effect that it's connected to some overseas gangs and individuals and all that. Who remember? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. You know, I need to have those in evidence. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Andrew Owner's Churchill Lane Massacre. See if I can find that. Churchill Lane Massacre. See if we can find that video there. Alright, so this was a year ago. Suspected dirt in Churchill Lane Massacre. Andrew was let me see. Multiple shot and unalive. Let me see. See if we can find it. Don't want it to be too loud. I want to see the interview with Andrew Owens and what he said. $25 million reward for a Churchill Lane shooting. That is what I want. I want to hear. The Gleaner, 8-person shot, says Owens. Yours will be found. Here we go. Here we go.
Have been hospitalized. Know that persons who are incarcerated presently have connections in this act. We know that multiple gangs are connected and involved in this act. Every gang, every person who in any way facilitated, provided the arms, or were involved and pulled the trigger themselves, we will find you.
Ladies and gentlemen, how in God's green earth Andrew Owens is so a matter of fact about this massacre here. And now this one now, we see them saying one person was shot. You know, I really would love to see some policing in Jamaica where criminals were caught and interrogated. Is that too much to ask? Can we have an intelligence-based criminal justice system that deals with Joy Barnes? Thank you so much for liking the video. They have flagged this live twice already, so I don't know. F1. Anyway, I really don't know, but this just sounds off to me. The Churchill Lane incident. How did he know what he's saying? How does he know what he's like? And if they have such supreme intelligence where crime is concerned, why is crime so high in Jamaica? Why does the intelligence of the police force not prevent more crimes than react to crimes that were already committed? What is the use of the intelligence if it cannot save life? Because one, these people come and unalive people, and then the police come and unalive them. So it's just a bag of dead bodies piling up. Right? I don't see the productivity in that. I really don't. Just like how you have the war between Pakistan and Israel. At some point, it has to stop. People have the right to life, regardless of what you think about, you know, their if they are criminals or not. There's many people in Andrew Owens' government that I think are criminals. But that don't mean I supposed to want them to be, you know, unalived because I believe that they're criminals. And nobody can tell me that the intelligence of the police is just flawless. Because we saw that young man on Wanted Wednesdays that was not a wanted man. So I don't want to hear anything from foolish people that are just gullible and don't think. right? Angelo, how you doing? Good morning. Listen to the man.
Be found. We know that persons who are incarcerated presently have connections in this act. We know.
So the Cherry Tree Lane incident was blamed by on persons that are incarcerated. Good morning. It's like a game, Joy. It I cannot. Man, listen, bro. This is insane. You understand? This is actually insane. I really don't understand how he says this like
that multiple gangs are connected and involved in this act. Every gang, every person who in any way facilitated, provided the arms, or were involved and pulled the trigger themselves, we will find you.
In other news,
Wow.
China Harbour Engineering Company.
Wow. And then fast forward to this. Fast forward to this situation now.
Want to appeal to the community, especially in the Linseed area. You might see increased police actions inside there that we want to this year continue.
I'm gonna for the people on TikTok, I'm gonna end the live and come back here and I restart the live because I'm gonna flag the live. And restart the TikTok. I'm gonna flag the live too much, man.
Supporting that community, and it might affect several other communities in that space. But just rest assured that the JCF will continue its investigation and we appeal for the continued support of the public during this time as we receive justice for the victims.
Something hard in the firearm recovered from the
2 firearms were seized, 1 M16 rifle, as I said, in the community of Norris, and here in Grange Lane, handgun was also seized.
Can you say how the other men in this car, how they escaped, sir?
Well, the initial report is saying that few persons ran from the vehicle, but they were challenged by one person who was left behind.
Can you clarify for us, was it an ongoing operation or they were just intersected by stop and search?
So as I say, the investigation is ongoing, and from those investigations, so as those unfold, we will respond accordingly.
And you said that Linseed is supposed to expect more police presence. Are we thinking zones of special operations or just?
Not at the moment, as it is so far. We have imposed curfews on some communities in the Linseed area, and those might continue for a little while until we are satisfied that we have achieved our objective.
So when you hear that, Kenneth, how you doing? Big up yourself. Antonio, I see you. Good morning. Welcome. So that was 10 hours ago. Something to keep an eye on, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I want you guys to forgive the bad word in this one that I'm about to play. It's a very short video. This is let's listen.
First clat. Me see the labor right them a boast about them 1 p.m. You all did not know what 1 p.m. mean. 1 poverty minister. Now you see poverty a go on in our country. After 1 month after the prime minister win. Now me do video. Everyone from every parish I tell them say it's not Hanover alone stay like this. Every parish is like this. So poverty upon Jamaica. Surely you're right. Poverty upon Jamaica.
And not just poverty alone, no. And not just poverty alone. Can't stay there.
Mr. Onus.
Hold on the London. Just give me a second, the London. Hold on. Breaks, London. Breaks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Dwayne Vaz. Alright? Dwayne Vaz for the PNP. I think he's responsible for what? Roadworks, Shadow Minister for Roadworks, I believe. Let me see. Oh yeah, physical development. Deputy Road and Works. Right? He's the deputy spokesperson on Road and Works. Alright, so that is Dwayne Vaz. Now Dwayne Vaz, ladies and gentlemen, has been very active. And I would invite you guys to follow him on Instagram. And this is the sweet part for me, because the People's National Party spokespersons and MPs, they have been very active, and they are not shy at all in terms of putting in the work from early. I mean, to me, they are acting as if they are the government. They are literally acting as if they are the government at this point. Alright, check this out. Oh, this is another video. Oh wow. No man, that man at work, man. So, oh my god, wait a minute. Dwayne Vaz. Big up yourself, my boss. Big up yourself.
Of Parliament for Central Westmoreland. It is time for the word on the street. Today I wanted to journey with us on the road from Dunbar's River going up to Torrington. Everybody knows this road is in bad condition. The other day we threw some marl on it, but of course the heavy rains have washed that away. But I want to give you some information. I met with the National Works Agency and they have told me that unfortunately there is no money at the moment for patching or for road rehabilitation. So we have to wait a bit. But we will continue to lobby until we get that done. But until that is done, I am assuring residents that if the rains hold up for the rest of this week, on Sunday, when we have less traffic on the road, we'll again be doing something temporary so that you can traverse the road in a decent and proper manner. I've seen the videos, I've heard the cries, I've seen the traffic pile up every morning. We know that sometimes it takes an hour just from Amity to come down the south just because of those sections of the road. Wow. So we'll try to see what we can do on the weekend so that on Monday morning there will be some ease with regards to the time it takes and the surface that you have to drive on. So bear with us until we get it right, and we assure you that we will get it right. So
constant communication, that was 6 days ago. Now this is the same road them doing some patching on with the mall, because he did say they're gonna do some temporary things to it. Hopefully the rain will up. So here there's no money at the moment from the road, from the part of the government responsible for the road. There's no money, ladies and gentlemen, at the moment. We don't know when there's going to be money, but there's no money at the moment. When you see the Minister of Finance looking to the local entities for loans, things are bad, yeah? Wow, not growing the economy.
I am Dwayne Vaz, your Member of Parliament for Central Westmoreland. Welcome to Power Talk Mondays. Violence against women is our topic today. And we're bringing up this topic again because of a recent situation where a young woman was murdered, placed in a suitcase, and thrown on the wayside. How can we treat the people who nurture our society like this? We must join hands and hearts together and preach the message that we should not be murdering, we should not be beating, we should not be abusing any female or any child. Period. Let us understand.
Period. Full stop. Period. Yo, listen, man, it don't look good on our society, bro. Alright? If I was a woman, I would be looking down on the Jamaican society, or any society that abuse against women is just, it's too much. Like, and abuse against children. The cases that have happened, I mean, and violence overall, you know, because I think we need to just remove the gender part of it. Just violence overall need to be frowned upon. You see, for the persons that have pent up anger, they need to have, like, I don't know, maybe some sort of academy where they send them, or for them to briefly go to blow off steam, where there's a controlled environment. And if you feel like you are Billy Badass in terms of, oh, you just love to fight, listen, we can carry into a healthy fighting environment. You understand? Where you can do it professionally. It can be like a escape. But for you to put your hands on vulnerable people, and vulnerability can be for men as well. That's why I say I want to eliminate the gender part of it, whether it's male or female or it's children. Vulnerability happens. You have men that are stronger than other men, right? You have a lot of different scenarios where violence plays out. And I'm saying, if you really are, you have that thing where you just love to fight or something, I don't know, man. They need to have a space where people can go to blow off steam legally. Well, go ahead, blow off some steam legally. Go ahead. You know, boxing, you know, whatever, man. Some type of legal fighting space where they can go. Right? Because praying and I feel like if a man put his hands on a woman, and we really want to ensure that we move that energy out of the society, men like those need to go into prisons where, yo, you're gonna fight people your equal body weight and height, pound for pound, every day. And I'm talking about a controlled, legal environment. Maybe that's a bit too extreme. Maybe it goes against the Constitution. I don't know. Just some ideas I'm throwing out there. Because something has to give, man. It has to stop. The man them unalive the young lady. I don't know. I don't know who unalived her. I'm just saying, whoever unalived her, and they put her in a suitcase. I mean, my God. What do you do with somebody like that when they catch them? And I'm not saying to unalive them. I really believe that there's creative ways to actually have those people that are caught with those types of crimes. Yeah, man, prison time and some hard labor, man. Hard labor. Hard labor. And you see, the money that they generate in prison, the victims that they actually you know, did the violence to, I think it should be a way that the prisoners generate money, and money goes to that individual from the government through the work, the hard labor that the individual in prison. It should be a way for real rehabilitation, all right, and also atonement, because a lot of the times when people get abused, they need to see a shrink. You understand what I'm saying? Christine, how you doing? They need to see a shrink. And then the individual that's doing hard labor, they might need to see a shrink as well.
The effects that this has on our society. We must come together and sing the same song. Please, I'm asking you, let us do the necessary things. From the home, to the school, to the church, in the community. Let us teach our people how to love each other, how to live with each other in a comfortable and respectable manner. Let us teach our people how to deal with resolutions when it comes down to arguments.
Yeah.
We don't have to fight about everything. We must can talk it over and deal with things in a decent way. So please, I'm asking you in Westmoreland and in Jamaica, let us stamp out this violence. Let us stop this abuse of our females and our children. And
real talk. Sorry about that, guys. Accident. I think I need to do some self-reflection in terms of, you know, with the way how I put my arguments across on here. Sometimes I get emotional and I will shout, to be honest with you. And I think I need to tone that down because I don't want people to get the wrong impression in terms of, because I'm the type of person that can have a heated conversation with you and putting my hands on you, it wouldn't even cross my mind to do so. You understand? And I just think differently. We are men. We're supposed to can shout and argue and still maintain that level of respect. That's how I look at it, but maybe I'm naive. So I probably need to tone down that even in real time, in real life, and actually when I'm actually delivering these live streams, you know? So this is what, okay, here we go. Let's see what's going on here.
Good day to my constituents of Central Westmoreland. We're today on Hudson Street. One of the roads we're doing through the TPD program. Remember, we came the other day, outlined the type of work we're going to do, and today we just want to give you an update. So the paving of the road started yesterday. We were here the other day when the drain cleaning started. The paving started yesterday. This is what is being completed today. So we have 2 loads of barbecue that we're putting on the road, and as I said, it will be completed today. And then we go forward to the other roads. Remember, we have Darling Street coming up, we have New Market Oval coming up, and these will begin in next week. We will start in next week. So the drains will start first, just like we did at Hudson Street, and then the paving will happen on the road. So just bear with us. As we stated from day one, we're starting the Hudson Street, and then we'll move on to some sections of Darling Street and some sections in the New Market Oval community. So bear with us, as I said, be patient. We will do the work one by one. I thank you very much. Good day to my constituents of Central.
You have to give it up to Mr. Dwayne Valls. In my work. And let me tell you why I say that. It's not like action and they come and jump up and run and talk about carpet. This man is communicating with the people. And he has always done that because I've always watched his Instagram. He's very good at communication with the people in his constituency. The issues that they have. You understand? And I think it's the way to go. And I appreciate what he's doing. And I want him to go stride to stride so he can, benefit the people, our brothers and sisters in his constituency. And as a spokesperson on those things, advocate, obviously, for the rest of Jamaica. Shireen, what's up? Good morning to you, darling. How are you doing? So big up Mr. Dwayne Valls. No. Isat Buchanan did a live. But before we go to the part of the live I'm going to go to, my mother sent me something that I don't even. Let me hear this. Hold on. Let me hear what I'm going to say.
It's my viewers and subscribers.
Oh, this was when. Oh, okay. They say Portland Beach residents are upset. See if we can find it. Oh wow. Oh, this is serious. Wait a minute. Wait, what? No, this serious. I want to go on there, so.
Time you really have to stand up for something, you know, our fall favorite thing, you know. Listen to this. I cut the video for you now.
We want to touch beaches. Just watch what me I say. We should be scared now. We want to touch beaches.
Alright, yard_news. Let me find the TikTok page there. Yard_news. Let me find a TikTok page there. This is interesting. Big up Jamaica topic. Yeah man, let me see what I got on yard_news. Something going on in East Portland, man. Oh, here it is. Let's hear this. What's going on? Portland residents reject development plans near local beach. Oh.
Just everything I said basically is for $100. The purple cotton water that they are forcing them to drink now is $200.
Just watch what me I say. We should be scared now even to touch beaches because a lot has been happening. Not until we can get some clarity. Because clarity is very important.
A line drawn in the sand by residents of Drapers in Portland over an idea to set up an enrichment center for youngsters on lands around the Sanko Bay beach. 200 residents turned up, according to them, at short notice on Monday evening at news of a meeting about the beach. After talks fell through, 250 residents returned the following evening on Tuesday at the Drapers Primary School. The person pitching the proposal is Savannah Baker, daughter of John Baker, who owns the nearby G-Jam Hotel.
The idea is just to give children tools outside of what they're learning at school and to keep them off the iPads. And as I said, I have a deck and it has many different ideas there, teaching how to swim, growing, we would have a garden and teaching to farm.
She added there would also be a playground and employment opportunities for residents to be lifeguards, to teach swimming, learn CPR, and get qualified to be mentors for the youngsters. But the residents were not buying what they conceded seemed well-intentioned on the surface. They point to a history of access to public beaches being ripped from their hands, the Blue Lagoon being the most recent example.
This struggle that we're having right now with the Blue Lagoon, we don't want it to reach, you know, right? Because right now, we've been in court, 2 years now, okay? And if you hear some of the names that we have to be going up against, some of these names are the same people who are saying that they want to bring development to this community.
Those who come and make offers at this time, help us to improve the conditions here, improve the structures. Let us get the Jamaica Tourist Board to start to advertise Portland again.
Wilburn Carr from the Jamaica Beach Birthright Environmental Movement, JABEM, says Sanko Bay Beach lacks certain basic amenities like proper lighting. Noting the conditional reopening of the Blue Lagoon after an almost 9-month closure from August 2022 to June 2023 for the improvement of sanitary conveniences and management, residents stressed that any development on and around the few remaining public beaches must include earning opportunities for the citizens.
Let certain people know that you are visitors in our land. And when you come here, we are kind and we are cordial and we love you and we give you space to build and grow and develop, but stop insulting us. We are not monkeys. We are not swinging from no mad vine. And when you came here, we were not doing that. So bottom line, the beach, if we can raft, carry boat tour, me suppose we can get group of people go down the palm bus and call up the man them from the area and say we need 10 to go up on the boat, we need 10 to go up on the raft, and we need some people selling some crafts to make out of job steers and all of these things.
The man who maybe just can sell a little drinks by Sanko Bay or sell something at the gate going to Sanko Bay, we cannot afford to push away these people. This is how they send their children to school and eat food and pay their light bill. And if we're not going to do anything to help them to come up, we're going to help them to go down.
Now amid talk of pot.
You know, I think I want to move to East Portland. Susan, how are you doing? I think I want to move to East Portland. There is a revolutionary spirit in the people of East Portland. When them did broke the vase, they showed you that. When people responded to them negatively, them come right out and shut them up. I like East Portland. I really admire you guys. Salute to East Portland. You know, the fight for Blue Lagoon. And they have a gem in an MP of the Honorable Isat Buchanan. You understand? An advocate for the Constitution, an advocate for human rights, an advocate for our freedoms. This is why I call this video bittersweet, because on one end we didn't get the brilliant mind of Andre Hardin. On the other end, Dwayne Vaz is there, is doing an excellent job, and we have Isat Buchanan that has been doing the job before he became MP, been representing the people, understand, standing with them, fighting with them, and credit to the people for fighting for themselves. Did you hear how much people came to this meeting? The first day and the second day, how much came after that? These people are invested in their community and they're standing up. They are not being bamboozled by these hotel owners that come to Jamaica and you know, flash in front of them these elaborate ideas that they know is eventually going to limit the access of them to the beaches. And the people of Portland reject them and they say no to them. And they're willing to go all the way to the courts to fight the fight. And that is exactly the spirit that I want every single part of the country to have. We have to unite. We absolutely have to unite, ladies and gentlemen. Because if we don't pay attention to these things, what is going to happen is we're going to be a prisoner in our own country. We're going to be a prisoner in our own houses. And when I speak, it's like people don't remember what happened in the pandemic. How the world was locked down and people were imprisoned in their houses. You still think it's too far-fetched? These people are locking off the beach access from us. It should not happen. We should not allow it to happen. It goes against the actual laws of the land, and we are allowing them to get away with it because we don't want to fight for what is ours. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't fight for what is ours, a bully is going to come and take it from us. I really want you guys to grasp that and understand that. What we have, the freedoms that we have today, our ancestors fought and died for us to have these minor freedoms that we have. And if we believe that we can just sit back and those freedoms are going to be there still, just on automatic, when we see all these challenges coming our way, you don't think you need to get up and actually unite and fight for your right? You made a sad mistake. And it's going to be the saddest mistake you ever made in your entire life. If we allow it, these people are going to put us right back into slavery. And I'm not exaggerating. If we allow it, and the key word is if we, and the most key word is allow it. That statement, if we allow it, we are going to be right back into slavery. Thank God for the people of East Portland, man. I'm telling you, man. Revolutionary.
Possibly securing an attorney to fight attempts to privatize Sanko Bay Beach came this assurance.
I have no ulterior motive in this, and GJAM again is not involved, and this is not a ploy for GJAM to take the beach.
Still, a commitment to fight for their beach rights.
Every beach, every river, every waterfall, you and your children should be able to access. And it's going to happen in my lifetime. Just watch what me I say.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is a Caucasian lady. And she is Jamaican. Oh, yes. Just watch what me I say. Where is the fight? Oh, man. Yo, you know what, man? I'm pissed off at our people, man. And don't get me wrong, all right? Hey, you Jamaicans, man, salute to you. All right? I'm saying, where are the black brothers and sisters? Where are you? Where is the advocacy in real time? This lady is standing up and being quoted and letting her voice be heard. And it's another white lady or brown lady or light-skinned lady. Them actually talking against, you know, in terms of, listen, you got all these plans for this and that and the other thing, but you see the beach, there will be no privatization of this beach here, you know. Just remember that. So if you feel like, say, that is what some little wiggle way when I go come in and try to style the thing, just know, say, when I go in a problem with we as a native them from early. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's play that back again. That last part. I love it.
I have no ulterior motive in this, and GJAM again is not involved, and this is not a ploy for GJAM to take the beach.
Still, a commitment to fight for their beach rights.
Every beach, every river, every waterfall, you and your children should be able to access. And it's going to happen in my lifetime. Just watch what me I say. Just watch what me I say.
Yo, big up that lady there. Yo, big up my mother. You send me the link, and big up Jamaica Hot Topic to share this information. This is huge. Big up East Portland. Yo, you guys are the best. I appreciate y'all. Y'all just don't understand. Man, I really think I'm going to move to East Portland. Y'all think I'm playing? Y'all think I'm playing? Yo, I might be moving to East Portland. No cap. Facts. Let's go to the next part of why I'm live right now. Like I said, Isat Buchanan did a live stream on Context Matters. I mean, if you're not subscribed to Context Matters with Isat Buchanan, I really don't know what you're waiting on. You're very much missing out. The man is a lawyer. He's the MP for East Portland as well. And he has the realest history in terms of, you know, Jamaica. You understand? His past is he's open about his entire life, really. And the challenges when young. Princess, how you doing? Good morning. We have Lorraine in the building. What's up, Lorraine? Bless up, bless up, bless up. All right. So let's
all sexual offenses registry. Nobody now asks you what conviction you have. You can even commit murder. And once you do your time, you drop in and you just tell the immigration officer, yeah, you know, I'm going to Sandals. I'm taking a vacation. My head is hurting me and I got a lot of US dollars with me, but don't worry, I got a lot on my credit card. You know what I mean? But I ain't got more than $10,000. So I'm just gonna be in the, what do you call it? Yeah, the hotel. And yeah, I know crime is high in Jamaica, so I'm gonna stay in a hotel. I ain't going outside where it's violent and the police officers are extrajudicially killing them ninjas. I ain't doing that. You know, I ain't about that. I got a U.S. passport, and I know it's bigger and it's better than anything y'all got going on in Jamaica. So let me in. You understand? It's how we gonna do it. Get me? And then they'll say, yeah, all right, bossy.
Yo, I gotta go back. I caught this the right time. Wait a minute.
It's done. You say, oh man, my head hurt me. Let me just need a vacation. You know, we understand how if the certificate from the group operate a certain way. For instance, in America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, star-spangled banner or whatever, they have mandatory minimum sentences. And the good question, Colleen, why up to 10 years? Because what of
okay, so he's talking about the Firearms Act, where them have the mandatory 15-year sentence, right? So now, yeah, I think I need to go back a little because the argument that was being made here is important. But leading up to that, that sounds very interesting. The example he's giving about, you know, and I caught a part of it at Out of the Press, and I said, nah, I need to come check this out. So big up Out of the Press. So let me hear that reason.
$500,000 US a year for the 30 years.
Oh, right here, son.
50 years in
right here, son. Right here, son.
Ensuring that.
Right here, son.
We have to think about how we protect the youth of this country.
Yes, right.
We have to think about how vindictive it is to attack the children of this nation.
Yes.
Yes, we have to think about this because if we don't, and the bill was the bill. This particular bill is the brainchild of the former Attorney General Malahoo Fort.
So Malahoo Fort,
I am certain that
Malahoo Fort is the brainchild of this act that is going to imprison people for a water gun. She's the brainchild for it. Yo, listen, I told y'all that lady was a witch. I told y'all. My spirit, bro, I'm telling you, man, that lady crossed my entire spirit, bro. I don't like that lady, bro. She is all types of creepy, bro. She got a bad spirit. You understand what I'm saying? A bad, and not, it's like no matter what she does, she could smile. She just looks like a witch. And that's my opinion. That's it. I might be wrong. That's my opinion, though. Marlene Malahoo Fort really be she got witch energy, bro. Facts. That's how I feel.
A review of this bill is the brainchild of the former Attorney General. Because the bill, this particular bill, is the brainchild of the former Attorney General Malahoo Fort. I am certain that a review of this bill. The local government, hold on. Yeah, and what we expect to do in terms of ensuring that if we are seeking justice, that justice is the form of justice is within the Constitution. Mandatory minimum sentences, in my mind, and I will just submit to you, is unconstitutional. I know what this is.
You hear that? Mandatory minimum sentences are unconstitutional in his mind. And he's going to explain to us why he thinks that.
And I will just submit to you, is unconstitutional. I know what this is, Jason. I know the context in which these things were addressed by the Privy Council. What is not contemplated is that the context of punishment. Mandatory minimum sentences in first world countries, they can work. The road to rehabilitation in first world countries are clearly defined. Mind you, just last week, a man from Chicago, wrongfully convicted, spent 30 years in prison, was awarded $15 million. That's about $500,000 US a year for the 30 years. While George Williams, who spent 50 years in prison, no conviction, is awarded less than $1 million US.
Now, this part right here, so, you know, this is where context truly matters. So you telling me a man was wrongfully convicted in the United States and got 15 million US? And the Rasta Bridging, Mr. Williams didn't even go to trial and was in prison for 50 years. That's even more egregious. And he did not get 1 million US dollars. Nah, bro. No. And it gets worse now, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why we need, I thank God for Isaac Buchanan. This is why we need Isaac Buchanan in Parliament. Big up East Portland.
And lo and behold, government says, we don't think the family should be able to spend it. Let us spend it for him. We will.
Oh, no, hear that? You guys hear that? Hey, Annie Isabel Rose. Hey, Mystic Sensation. Hey, everybody. I know say at half 5% I will cover it because I see me get it from. I see me see it from, and she said she going to look into it more. Yo, hey, the man in the wilderness. Yo, Sulfur. Yo, every vlogger will have integrity. Listen to me, man. Auntie Jenny. No. We have to put one big bright light on this. You're telling me that the government of Jamaica refuse to hand over the little money to the people and where the caretaker for the man? Them decide that they want to control the money and spend the money. People want to see a skullduggery this. What is going to happen when the man is no longer with us? What the government going to do? They're going to keep the rest of the money? Huh? Isn't the money supposed to be handed over to the man? Caretaker? The person that has been checking up on him? Right? Big up yourself, good heater. I can't pronounce the other part. Sorry. Right? Big up, good morning. This man was locked up in prison, George Williams. Without a trial, he never went to court. And he spent 50 years in prison, rotting away. The man have mental issues. And if it wasn't for Isaac Buchanan, if it wasn't for God sent Isaac Buchanan, may I tell you, say, yo, the man that they are prison right now, rotting in prison. How many other persons in prison right now have a similar situation to George Williams or same? And they didn't even give him 1 million US. What a damn shame. So he can't even leave Jamaica and go to the States or some other place to live where he can get better medical treatment and live a respectable life for the rest of his days. They already robbed him of 50 years of his life, and now they're robbing him of his money. One of the government are wicked, yo, Jano. And I said that without any apology. This is highway robbery. Why is it that the people that have been checking up on this man, in real family member, them don't get the money for him? Why the government believes that them supposed to be the father or the mother for this man? They are overstepping their boundaries. And I strongly believe it's because them don't want the man to get all of the money. Them is wicked. And I'm simply speaking of belief. This is my opinion. This is what I feel. And I could be wrong. I don't trust this government. I don't trust the Jamaica Labour Party. I don't trust Andrew and him banner cronies, our so-called MPs. I don't trust them. Huh? Oh my God.
spend and distribute and allocate to some US dollars. And lo and behold, government says, we don't think the family should be able to spend it. Let us spend it for him. We will spend and distribute and allocate the funds of a man who is well in his 70s. And so a third world country, while we continue to exercise and demonstrate the veracity, the potency of the book Animal Farm, and we have substituted our masters so that we can become the oppressors and treat the people of society, the citizens of this country, worse than the slave masters. Worse.
Yo, and I lie, I'm not telling you, I told you guys already. Alright? Yo, man, I tell you, say, God, good. Yo, me say, me can't believe that the man really, it's like every single day I learn something when met me. You know, say hard, you know, it is actually, let me say this, and I'm being very, very open and honest right now. You see the people that come on these streams early in the morning, well, now I get one very, very honest, more honest and raw Bolo. You know, it is quite hard for me to maintain a lack of hatred for these people. Pauleto Edwin. It's taking a lot out of me to maintain a lack of hatred for these people. You know, let me just go to this. I'm going to show you what he's talking about in terms of whoa. Did I send it to my... There's a video I saw on TikTok where the police them tear down some stalls in a orchard in a same time. And the person upon here say, yo, I this no vote for third term. Yo, people pan Bolo VNR, you guys, sorry about that, guys. Everybody's gone anyway. Tell the people and say, give me 30 seconds and then just lift up. Anyway, it was worth it. I didn't find it though, but it was worth it. I really wanted to find it, but take my word for it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I saw that video and I was like, wow, this is what is happening. Man, videos. I really hate when I don't have the things I'm looking for. I really hate it. What is this? Oh my God. Really, bro? How did this pop up? Out of everything. Oh, here it is. Okay, I can live with that until I find what I'm actually looking for. Wow. I'm gonna just continue to play this.
Than the colonial realities that we are coming from. Because I can tell you this. Let's talk about America. And let's talk about convictions.
Yes.
And I'm overlapping because there is a proposed amendment to the legislation about expungement, a step in the right direction, but quite discriminatory. In that, it now says, as long as you don't serve more than 10 years in prison, your records can be expunged when the rehabilitation period has expired. And there's a start date. 2005 is the beginning, right? And when one thinks about that, when one thinks about this, we have to then look at it and say, it cannot be that first world countries operate a certain way. For instance, in America, the land of the free and the home of the brave, Star Spangled Banner or whatever, they have mandatory minimum sentences. And the good question, Colleen Tate, why up to 10 years? Because why you have mandatory minimum sentences and you say a young person with a toy gun, 18 years old, have a PlayStation gun at him yard and him just done him TikTok live and a girl love him off and him say, yo, if you want to see me, my girl, if you want to come to Jamaica, come see me, bring a PlayStation with you and we want a gun too. And she brings it. And police kick off him door 3 a.m. and say, well, here you have gun in here. And then the police say, boss, that's the one for the head of the operation. We find one toy gun. And the boss said, lock him up and throw him into the truck back and charge him for illegal possession of a prohibited weapon. And then he's in possession. Judge's hands are tied regardless of the circumstances. And if he pleads guilty, she wants to give the certificate from the Criminal Justice Act, but if the Court of Appeal don't agree, it's 15 years. Hands are tied. And then the 15 years pass and you come out and then they say you can't get the record expunged because you served 15 years. So the punishment is a lifetime rather than an expungement. Mind you, I'm of the view that whether your records are expunged or not, self-rehabilitation and improvement of self through education is a mechanism that can get you to transcend convictions. Even if the people on X and other spaces want to not recognize that you are an attorney, well accomplished and speak before the Privy Council, and they still think, oh, you're some dirty convict. We understand how society thinks about convictions, so much so that if you get multiple traffic tickets and you're convicted, people still think that's the worst thing that you do. So in America, having finished your sentence and you're now a convict, there are certain state facilities that you won't be able to access. However, when you say, oh, I just finished this prison sentence, I need to take a breeze out. Mind you, you're either a pedophile, a murderer, whatever it is, sentence done. You say, oh man, my head hurt me. Let me just need a vacation. You just grab up your passport after having multiple convictions like RP did it, baby oil packed in your not your carry-on, but your hand luggage. And you just take it, you just show up at the airport and you just tell the customs officer and immigration officer, yeah, I'm here to take a vacation. I'm going to Iberia Star. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, take that, let me in. And then they'll say, all right, this is today, well on, and just stamp you. And you just, with your big dirty conviction for prostitution and whatever ever it is that you have. All right.
Oh, snap, my bad, y'all, my bad.
To Iberia Star, you know, officer and immigration officer. Yeah, I'm here to take a vacation. I'm going to Iberia Star. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, take that, let me in. And then they'll say, all right, this is today, well on, and just stamp you. And you just, with your big dirty conviction for prostitution and whatever ever it is that you have. Or if you're R. Kelly and you get out, your big conviction for peeing on people and sex with a person under the age of 16 and whatever you do, you just pop into. No sexual offenses registry. Nobody now asks you what conviction you have. You can't even commit murder. And once you do your time, you drop in and you just tell the immigration officer, yeah, you know, I'm going to Sandals. I'm taking a vacation. My head is hurting me and I got a lot of US dollars with me, but don't worry, I got a lot on my credit card. You know what I mean? But I ain't got more than $10,000, so I'm just gonna be in the what do you call it? Yeah, the hotel. And yeah, I know crime is high in Jamaica, so I'm gonna stay in a hotel. I ain't going outside where it's violent and the police officers are extrajudicially killing them ninjas. I ain't doing that. You know, I ain't about that. I got a US passport and I know it's bigger and it's better than anything y'all got going on in Jamaica. So let me in, you understand? That's how we gonna do it. Get me? And then they'll say, yeah, all right, boss, got you, R. Kelly sing, you know, say, your body's calling me is my favorite song. Come show, man. And that's it. No questions asked, and you come and you do whatever you're doing, and that's it. and you get to continue to live your life. The consequences are not germane to your existence. However, as a citizen of Jamaica, let me tell you about Barbados. After your firearms conviction, they're not giving you 15 years mandatory minimum because they have a competent leader who managed to make Barbados a republic, and notwithstanding that, after you commit your crimes and you do your rehabilitation period, which is a short turnaround, with ensuring that young people aren't, and just people, the citizens of Barbados, aren't marred with convictions for the rest of their life and preventing them. So when the rehabilitation passes, the expungements come and you're gone back into the world. And they're not doing separating international police records and local police records. Do you know that somebody can get an expungement in Barbados and in Jamaica, them say, we don't know about the conviction, we don't recognize the expungement, a convict, what? A Jamaican.
What? Oh my God. Yo. You see the part that there's a couple points that Isaac is making that I understand. Jamaica is not at the point where we have a real rehabilitative process that we can now say, oh, you know, we're going to have mandatory sentences or minimum sentences. He's saying that is effective in first world countries that has fully established a rehabilitation plan. And thinking about it, I mean, you're locking up people in Jamaica for water gun. So now you're mixing in people into a space where there's hardened criminals there that they themselves are not getting any rehabilitation. So what the system is doing is breeding more criminals. Sonia, good morning. What the system is doing is breeding more criminals, ladies and gentlemen. It is a deadly cycle of effectively breeding more criminals. When the police go and have all these extrajudicial killings, those situations actually breed more criminals. The victims of those people, the friends of those people, the family members of those people, more often than not, when they realize that that individual was done innocently, there's always that one person out of the 10 or every 100 or every 50 that does not take that very well. And the grief and the anger is a seed planted, and what it manifests, the fruits of grief and anger towards those types of situations, does not end well. It's not good for the society. It only harbors more death, crime, violence. Yo, listen, man. Unaliving criminals is not always the best option. I'm telling you. You can't just go there and decide, say, oh, we're just going to unalive people. If that person don't pull a gun on you or they don't try to aggress you, the police, they need to stop try planting span the youth, them and kill them off, brother. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Whatever power, I mean, hear the lawyer then tell him, say, brother, when you're on the job, do not abuse the law. Don't overstep on the bounds of the law. Because when you go in front of a judge, the same system that made you a police, they're not going to look on you. You are going to become collateral damage. You guys that work in the police force, none of you are wealthy people, Pitney, you know. When you come from the ghetto same way. When you come from the ghetto same way, most of them come from the ghetto, most of them come from humble beginnings, the country. You see me I say? So why are you guys essentially, I was watching Eddie Griffin earlier, and he said the KKK, they have thrown in their towels because black people are unaliving each other more than the Klan are unaliving them. And it was a joke, but it's true. Even in America, the gang culture. Dress up yourself, T. Zofia. Right? Where you say pressure cooker soon pop off. My God. My God. I hope that's not the case, honestly. But we are erasing our own people. The government is involved in it in terms of their utterances that they speak out or not speak out against extrajudicial killings by the police. And when I talk about the police, I'm specifically talking about the ones that do illegal activity. I'm not talking about good police. I'm not anti-police. Thank God for the good police them. Thank God for the good soldier them. Alright? I'm not anti-politician. Thank God for the good politicians. Some people might say that there's no such thing, Bolo. Listen, I'm not going to argue with you. If you believe there's none, I'm not going to argue with you. We're just going to disagree on this one. Yes? I'll move on. Let's continue.
And citizens can come to Jamaica and feel the effects of a foreign conviction because of how the legislation is badly written.
So the hardened criminal can leave America and come to Jamaica and enjoy themselves. But Jamaicans that have criminal records don't dare leave the border. Don't dare get a visa. You know, you're locked off from a lot of opportunity. It's wild, man. It's wild, but they can come to Jamaica because of an American visa. And they probably did worse things over there. That's the point that he's making, you know. Those people probably did worse things over there than you can imagine a guy gets locked up or a mother gets locked up for a water gun, goes to prison, somehow come out 15 years later, and still this conviction is continues to be a roadblock in their life where they already spent 15 years and now is serving a life sentence outside of prison in normal society because they cannot function because of that conviction hanging over them. They did their time, but they're doing time outside. But you know, Delroy Chuck is concerned about not releasing the sex offender registry list because he doesn't want the criminals that molest and rape our women and children and young boys and girls. He doesn't want them to have a second sentence when they leave jail in society. But people that is found with a water gun will serve a second sentence. Ain't that funny? Isn't that interesting? Sonia says, that is too much prejudice against Jamaican. Hey, I'm telling you, man.
And so when we talk about mandatory minimum sentences for firearm, you see the lacuna, much less a toy gun. So while it is that the lawmakers and Jamaica, law enforcement in Jamaica is in the business of turning ordinary citizens into criminals, ensuring that they can't show up to pay the increased fees to get a US visa or any other visa to leave this rock for a better life. Because whether you believe it or not, Jamaica has missed the opportunity for improvement of the least among us and their lives by buying into this third term at 1 p.m.
Yeah, hey, Isat, talk truth, man. Isat, talk truth, man. And let me just go to here to solidify. Listen to
no one of them.
This is what you all voted for fourth term.
Bambukla! Yeah, man, take up every one of them. Lock up all the people that people. Look how what you dirty. Yeah, man, at least them vote for. Most of them. And this them vote for lock, take up every blood clotting. All who are selling if you put in a chop. Pussy hole. All who are selling for going in a blood clot chop. TikTok. And this what them vote for. But showing on the blood clot. 4th term you don't want, 4th term you don't get. All the hustler them put them in a blood clot chop. Yeah, no bumbo, you know.
This what you all voted for.
Hey, Tamba bonfire from what day, you know. One in TikTok, you know, about things that are going on St. Anne, you know. Yeah, man, in Gia bonfire wicked, man. Man say this no want, this no get. Feel me I deal with. Big up Tamba. Yo, Jano Star. Me this him do a next video where I show the craft people and watch you where I see them where them move up some people from half of the street and so. Hey, me tell you something, man. This a government there. Yo, me say if you don't wake up, man. If you don't wake up, and understand what is taking place, Jamaica, we are being pushed out by the Jamaica Labour Party. We are being pushed out. Alright? We are being pushed out. We soon can't afford to live here. We soon can't afford to pay rent. Alright? Enough people are front on them around them. Hey! You probably have to go to the hills and ask them around them for you know? Yeah. Let me see this one here. 4th term activity in Ocherios. Yo, they need to go up on Tamba Legend Entertainment.
4th term activate in Ocho Rios.
All the people them selling in the market, the hustler them will jump up and talk about right. 4th term in on a big bumbo clot. All the local business, watch out, the people them will hustle.
Jano Star. Yo, I hustler them this up. The man they rake up their stall and a throw in a truck back. No, father, no. People like this no vote for still, you know. Bitter medicine, you know. Where you say evil and him cronies, them sick. They make pure nonsense and come up. Alright? Me don't know still. I don't know what it's going to take for it like a light bulb come on in the people and brain for them understand what happened, what they voted for on September 3rd. I don't know what it's going to take. But hey, Marcus Garvey they tell me, you know, them not going to understand until them back against the wall. Remember me tell you.
Well, that's a political question. But here we are, and this is our reality. We now need to collectively fix legislation. We now need to think about preserving the least among us and ensuring that they're the best of the best. We as a nation, that the only time we come together is when somebody, one tights or one panty looking something and run up and down and win goal for us, then our people that. Or if you're a dancehall artist and you end up with a #1 record and you're touring and you're famous, everybody love you. If you're an astronaut and you never spend a day in Jamaica because your family did have the sense to make sure you say, when your mother did go, you should get your green card and file for your father. Provided you're not a jacket, you get your biometrics and then them carry up and you go America or Toronto or England and then you make a life for yourself and you're a second generation and right there and then rather life is better. Not by government, but because your family made the decisions to leave this rock and you become a part of the diaspora, the biggest contributors to ensuring that Jamaica don't sink like Port Royal, sink in poverty, which is the greatest crime.
No, seriously. Man, listen. Outside of tourism, and I'm telling you, it's not far. Outside of tourism, if it's not for the diaspora, sending in barrels to Jamaica, sending money to pay bills and rent and them something there. Yo, people are suffering in Jamaica, you know? People are suffering immense poverty in Jamaica, you know? You can't believe say people have vote back for vote. We can't believe say people actually vote for Andrew Wilson in government. On every level, I am confused. I am flummoxed. I'm at a loss for words sometimes when I think back. And I'm, you know, people say, oh, still a talk about that town of bitter. You know, I'm not bitter. I am still in shock. Yeah, man, I'm having PTSD. Momentarily PTSD. In really trying to understand why people voted and why people are on the net talking about a fourth term with the way how the country is going and the amount of people that are literally suffering in Jamaica. I am so confused. It's like they live in an alternate reality. That's why I really believe that these people are under a spell, you know. It have to be witchcraft. There's no way. There's no way. Sensible people, you don't even have to have a degree or a diploma if you have common sense and can look out your own or two eye them and see what is happening around you. You don't need a degree. Or you're doing Y-Pre, Wagwan, big up, good morning. You understand what I say? Tease off. You don't need a degree. Yo, man, what I tell you, boy.
And while lawmakers are at it, they should just be giving out convictions of people who are poor. Because that's how they behave. And so, immediately, it's a simple fixing of the definition of imitation firearm found in section 2 simply needs to be modified. Then can teeth it. I will suggest it, but I'm saying that's the first thing. Secondly, I think it is not a lacuna in the law, it's bad drafting to have a catch-all provision at section 5 for what a prohibited weapon is to keep to add imitation firearm. And then at the next section, it's saying that if the imitation firearm is used in the commission of an offense, the time, in other words, the commission of a felony, the time that you get is less. And furthermore...
What? No, I don't... Oh my God, I did not hear right a while ago. Isat, slow down. Say that again, please. Me not take me hear you.
Imitation firearm. And then at the next section, it's saying that if the imitation firearm is used in the commission of an offense, the time, in other words, the commission of a felony, the time that you get is less.
So wait a minute. If you are caught with a imitation firearm, which could be a water gun, a fire water, based off the wording in the act, it is broad. An imitation gun can be considered, a water gun can be considered as an imitation gun. So you can get locked up for imitation gun, a water gun, for 15 years mandatory. But if you commit a crime with the water gun, you get less time for the crime where you commit. People, are you understanding what Isat Buchanan is saying? Yo, Mr. Marlon Mala who fought on the Jamaica Labour Party is the enemy that farm against the Jamaican people. Yo, them money are way. Yo, where them people come from, man? Father God, may I ask you please this morning, dear Lord, on October 10th of the 10th, 2025. Father, may I ask you please to deliver us from this government. Please, Father God. I understand, please. We need your help, Father God. We cannot go any further, Father God. We need serious, immediate action taken against these agents of the devil in this government that are the enemy of the people, the poor people of Jamaica. Father God, you see, you know, Father God. May I ask you, please, Father God, help you, Father God. You can't take no more of this. This is too much, Father God. It is too much. It is too much. We need your help, Father God. Please, we need your help. No, sir. Why I tell you? No, why? No.
And furthermore, the act seems to suggest that it contemplates that the only time an imitation firearm you should be charged and possibly convicted for it is if you use it in commission of a felony. So the act is saying two different things all at the same time. And of course, there has to be a revisiting to change that position. The thing about it is, when it happened, I was crying about it from a long time. And there's a case in point before the court, and I'm going to call the young man's name. But I find it to be very vindictive to be putting up citizens that are progressive and knocking them away and not giving them bail and having their lives just wither away even before conviction for imitation firearm. Something that can bring no harm, especially when it's from possession simplicity. He didn't point it at anybody to apprehend fear. There wasn't no evidence of proceeding to commit an offense. And
so there's a case in court that he is the lawyer for the client, and the client is in lockup while the trial is going on for quite some time now for imitation firearm that can do no harm to anybody. And what, boy, you know, my heart is heavy. That's why I'm telling you, I had to do this, you know. I had to do this morning early before this Friday I start, because I know things will get topsy-turvy in the Friday. Mighty God.
And then you take somebody's child and you take away important days that become months, that become years, that ultimately if it's a conviction, I remember it's not a trial by jury, you know, the firearm legislation is tried by judge alone, judge who's already formed opinions about black people like me and the addresses that they come from and what should happen to them.
Yo, that is a real thing, you know. So like all of you to come from a certain part of the ghetto, automatically there's a stereotype. Oh, Jesus. You know, we ask the youth them if go school, and we ask them if do the right thing and then do all of that, and the system still flush them. Flush them, or it's either them flush them or them push them into a space where them are gonna get flushed. It's like them, yo, it's bad, you know. You know, see how the hunger way me see, way through of a pray. I don't really see another way, you know. Pray without ceasing. I always hear Pastor shut words to that. Pray without ceasing. Wow. People, I would encourage you guys to go and watch Context Matters with Isat Buchanan on his platform. This one named Context Matters, an eye for an eye. Who do we protect? Murder versus self-defense of another. People, I'm going to leave it right there. So, for this morning, I find some sleeping patterns and I get thrown off. So that's why when I feel the energy and I feel the conviction, I just do a live no matter what time of the morning or night or day it is. And as you have noticed, I have been putting out less. I've been putting out less videos than I did before. And I want to encourage you guys to go and check them out. There's a lot of great content and conversation, and I think you guys are missing out because I'm looking at the numbers and I know y'all are missing out. You know, I know that my people, I don't know, it's like I don't know if them can't find the channel. I see there was a bug on my channel the other day. I call it a bug because when I start a live, the live, I can't find the live. Even when I end the live is gone and I don't see it, and I'm like, what is going on? You know, there's some word from Pastor Peter Chambers on the prophetess that I would encourage you guys to go and listen. We need to prepare for what is to come, spiritually, mentally, physically, and otherwise. Yeah. So bless everybody. Thank you guys for being here. If you haven't hit the like button already on YouTube, I want to encourage you to do so before you leave. I thank you. Have yourselves a wonderful Friday, all right?